Hello again, I am Blunty, and following on from the review embargo of the PSVR ending, with the Sony chosen few sites offering up their largely glowing reviews of the PlayStation VR, it's Oculus's turn to try and snatch some headlines now, announcing a bunch of things coming to the Oculus system, including the highly anticipated and infuriatingly missing from the actual headset product launch, the Oculus Touch controllers. So now you can actually have hands to do things with in your VR experience. December the 6th will see the official launch of the controllers, and they're carrying a not too bad price of 199 American Trump bucks. And I actually got to have a decent session using the Oculus Touch controllers while I was at E3 back in June, when I was playing the wonderfully nerd-tastic Star Trek Bridge Crew game, which does work on other VR systems too, just FYI. And I have to say, the controllers are damn good actually. In hand, they feel extremely comfortable, perhaps even more so than the well-established as awesome HTC Vive ones, which I have also used many times actually, and have found to be practically flawless. I love the things, they work so well. The Oculus Touch controls are all laid out quite nicely, as indeed they absolutely must be if you are to find them while effectively blindfolded from your real-life hands, and they balance in your hand near perfectly, I've found. Better even than HTC's ones do. The Oculus Touch controls are sort of more compact, they sort of fit into your hand rather than you having to sort of grip them like a wand or something. Now, Star Trek Bridge Crew didn't actually make use of most of the buttons and controls on these controllers, basically just the trigger button to do stuff, but the game is vitally relied on accurate tracking of gestures and precise hand position, as you are literally operating an in-game touchscreen interface to control the ship's functions. In my case, I was at the tactical position operating the weapons and shield systems. Kind of important. Now, the game was just at sort of press demo stage, unfinished and unreleased, so it was occasionally slightly janky, but it's not something I feel I could blame on the controller tracking, which indeed felt smooth, intuitive, and accurate. Now, speaking personally, I'm not a huge fan of the Oculus, firstly because thanks to the lenses they use, the image is far more prone to hideous God ray blooming effects than its competitors are, and secondly because I personally avoid Facebook-owned products and services at any opportunity. I don't like Facebook. They're evil. Evil! But I am a fair man, and judged on its own merits as a device, the Oculus Touch controller is something I would call a good device, a good product. It works really, really nicely. And if you are invested in Oculus gear already, I'd highly recommend adding this to your rig. Perhaps you can score a pair for Christmas, as hand-free motion control can make a massive improvement with many, many, many VR games and experiences. It is still absurd to me that Oculus released without these in the first place. Bewildering. But now that they've got a price and date, at least you poor Oculus sods handcuffed by an Xbox controller as you have been, can now be set free in your VR worlds. Go, run, fly, be free. Oculus is even getting proper room scale abilities too, if you haven't heard about that. Playing catch up with HTC Vive, but hooray for everybody. But yeah, now that the Oculus Touch has a date and a price, I can finally tell you what I think about it and if it's good value for that kind of price. And yeah, for $199 for two quite good wireless hands-free motion VR controller things, I feel like that's a pretty decent price for them. Thanks for watching, I am Blunty, and I will catch you next time.